Do you have a camera lying around and wish to use it as a webcam for streaming or video conferencing, or have a full PC stream and need a capture card to capture whatever it is on your main PC, but you don't want to spend the absurd markup for capture cards such as the famous Elgato Camlink or the Elgato HD60S Plus, or even worse, you can't even find one right now because they are all sold out. Because in today's video, I'm going to show you what could possibly be the best capture card under $10 that you can actually buy. Yes, you heard me right, just $10 for a capture card. So if you're interested, let's jump right into it. Hey guys, I'm TZH here with Technological Gadgets, bringing you the best in tech and making tech work for you. On this channel, we do occasional tech hauls, tech tutorials, but most often than not we do tech gear reviews like this one. So if you like that kind of content, make sure you drop a like and don't forget to subscribe, which is completely free to support this channel. But first, let's take a look at the unboxing experience. It comes in this plastic bag that is clear on the front, allowing you to see the contents. Opening up the bag, you get the capture card itself and the instruction manual on how to set it up, which I will show you later. Let's take a look at the design and build quality first. It features an all matte black finish with a male USB port for output and a full-size female HDMI port as input. On the front, there are some words in white. Shockingly, it is made out of metal, which many capture cards 5 or even 10 times its price don't even offer. Sadly, due to its price, there is no HDMI pass-through, so it is mainly for PC and Mac users. However, it is really lightweight and small at 30mm by 28mm by 63mm, making it extremely portable and easy to slide into a bag or even a pocket. After that, let's talk about the specs and the juicy internals. It supports a maximum of 1080p at 30 frames, which is good enough for its intended use, which is capturing the image from your camera. And for most of you who are buying this device, you are probably not streaming in 4K anyways. Although 60 frames is supported, it is sadly only available at 720p, so use this only if you are capturing gameplay. Other than that, it supports the BT709 color space, which is really nice. And to set it up, all you need to do is to make sure your camera has a clean HDMI output, determine what style of HDMI it is, aka full size HDMI, mini HDMI, or even micro HDMI. Plug that corresponding cable into your camera, and the other end that should be full size HDMI into the input of this capture card, and plug the USB end of this capture card into a USB port on your computer. Or if you want, you could just use it as a regular capture card. Just plug your HDMI output from your main computer to this HDMI input and the USB output into a USB port on your streaming computer. Then make sure you mirror your screen so that you can capture whatever is on the screen. Then make sure you select video capture device for OBS and in any video conferencing app or camera app. You should see this device pop up. If you don't, just switch your camera until you do. And I'm using my Sony a6500 here as an example. Also, I'll make sure to leave links to where you can buy this as well as the cables for your camera. And now to its real world performance. For this, I'm using my Sony a6500 with the 20mm f2.8 lens, about an arm's length away from me, and my standard studio lighting setup as well. But I wouldn't recommend you to pair a 4K or optically stabilized camera with this, as you're basically wasting your money. Instead, buy a 1080p one and get a good wide angle lens. My top tier recommendation will be the older Sony a5100 or a5000 with the Sigma 60mm f1.4 lens and good lighting with some cheap softboxes. And before I move into a comparison of all the camera capture methods, I would like to ask you the question of the day. What webcam or camera are you using for streaming or video conferencing, and how does it perform? Let me know down in the comment section below. And if you like this video so far, make sure to leave a like and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content just like this. Now back to the video. Sadly, I don't have an actual cam link to compare it to, but what I can compare it to is through Sony's native webcam app and capturing the image through the Sony Remote app. Side by side, you can see the difference of each capturing capability and whether or not you should spend the $10 on this capture card. Comparing this side by side, the colors look about the same. And if I were to nitpick, the native Sony webcam app does look slightly better with slightly more dynamic range and contrast, but it is running at a measly resolution of 768p, which looks fine in the small corner of your gameplay, but when blown up to full screen will not look as sharp and at times grainy depending on where you are watching from. Next up, cropping in from the Sony Remote app does give you a few more controls to tweak straight from the desktop app, and if I'm not wrong, it runs at 1080p 30 frames, but requires the most resources as you need to keep this app running in your background and can't minimize it. This can be a serious problem if your system is not that powerful or if you are taxing it really hard, resulting in occasional choppiness, which in my opinion is really jarring. And lastly, to this Camlink killer / alternative for $10, it has awesome colors while giving you the option of 1080p 30 frames for camera capture and 720p 60 frames for gameplay capture. Not only that, it is able to be used with a plethora of cameras, all while using the least resources because this capture card here does all of the work, and it's basically the same as plugging in a USB webcam. In a nutshell, if you can spend $10 or a little more if you don't have a HDMI cable and have a camera lying around, this is a great option. Also, if you have a 2PC stream and need a basic capture card that you can buy right now that is the cheap and don't want to use NDI, this is awesome as well. That said, if you want to improve the quality of your stream and have the money right now, ditch your webcam and buy a quality camera with of course a clean HDMI output, and this will be a good pairing with this capture card. And in my opinion, this is the best price to value capture card that you can buy right now. Of course, a link to buy this capture card will be linked in the description below. And if you like this video, make sure to leave a like and also remember to subscribe to support this channel to see more content just like this, and I hope to catch you guys in the next video.